Oopsies, hi, it's me, Tony Bomboni, ASMR. Welcome back to your video. This is going to be a 15-minute video because someone booked the request on my website to do this video, and lately I've been posting them online if I get permission from the people, because I understand this is like a lot of personal, custom requests, and so they want to have it personal to them. So this is booked from a Jenna. Thank you, Jenna, you know who you are. And they said that they are about to move out and go to college, so I wanted to help others out as well. This is the reason I'm making this public, is because with their permission, while still making it personal to them, maybe you have been trying to figure out how to first handle moving out on your own. I moved out when I was in 21, the age of 21, at March 2016, February, March. And I'm going to talk about that experience and some advice there. So they're about to move out and go to college, okay? Oh, well, actually, technically the first time I did was in college, like 2013, wasn't it? But I don't really count that, because I was still home on the weekends. But anyway, they have a difficult time with change and anxiety, and I'm sure many people do as well on here, relating to accepting the unknown. They want to whispering advice video about moving out for the first time, dealing with anxiety that comes with the unknown. And thank you that they say that they love my advice videos. Anything I say on the subject would be perfect. They just need to hear that it's gonna be okay. Okay, so yeah, basically, some advice I can start off with on moving out on your own is just do it, okay? Just do what you said you were going to do. A lot of times people will regret it later, or just take a step back and not follow through. You have to follow through, because it's like the bird being pushed from the nest. You just gotta do it. Or, getting on that roller coaster ride and you don't know how it's gonna feel. You're scared, you're terrified. You heard it was very fast, you heard it was bumpy and shaky, you heard it was uncomfortable, but that's everyone's experience of that. The roller coaster is different. It's not going to be the same experience they had relative to what you are experiencing. So some people will say, oh, I struggled to pay my rent, it was hell, I regret moving out, I had to work all the time. And some people are like, I enjoy turning the keys to my own door, I enjoy the privacy and comfort of being in my own home, I enjoy working to pay my bills. So everyone's experience is different. Now for Jenna's case, who booked this video, you, Jenna, are in a, I guess, more ideal situation category, because, you're doing this for college, right? I don't know if it's a dorm room or an apartment with other friends, but the point is, it's kind of a fixed situation, so it's not like you're just renting a random apartment or house and going on to the scary world to work. You're in college, so you are going to have kind of like a schedule, or know what to expect kind of thing. So it's unknown now, but it's not going to be unknown in the future, because you're going to know your routine. It's going to be so comfortable that it's going to be boring, okay? Then you're going to wish you had more excitement, right? And that's kind of how like moving out on your own is at first as well. It's like, yeah, seems impressive and stuff, and it is, and it's kind of fun, like the first 6 months, and then it's sort of like everything after 6 months starts to die down. Relationships, friendships, like, like things, the initial excitement, starts to die down and wither away, and you can't really get it back, So that's why with like different things, you have to keep it excitable to keep it going, so none of you get bored, right? So yeah, you have to consider that, okay? Enjoy the first few months, because they will never happen again, and especially when you move into a new place. And that's why people like to move a lot, is because, some personality types get bored and they don't see themselves staying in the same place for 10 years because that's just who they are. And, you know, that's fine. And that's that. So, you gotta figure out what you like. And since it's your first time, Jenna, and again, not only to just Jenna, but anyone relating to the subject of what Jenna is going through right now, maybe you are fearful of taking that first leap. I know school is coming back into session, so I'm sure a lot of you are moving out on your first time alone as well. Whether it's college or just moving out in general from your parents' house, you are going through the same thing. So this video is clearly for you. So what I can say is it's scary at first, especially when you have, like I did my first month after paying my bills and all those moving expenses. I had like $200 left to my name, and I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, I have to find more ways to make money, you know, and it was scary, you know. Yeah, so make sure you settle your budgets and your finances to give you peace of mind before you do that, okay? Now, I'm not very good at advice on the unknown. Like, you just have to let life happen. If you have a fear of the unknown, talk to someone about it. Talk to a good, trustworthy friend who's either going through the same experience or can help you through, okay? On a more custom, personal basis, because everyone's fear is based on different things, past traumas, past events, past life circumstances. I definitely can't help everybody. I wish I could, but I did used to have this fear of the unknown when I was younger, for sure. So, like, basically, I was afraid that, you know, I wouldn't have been able to succeed. I wouldn't have been able to pay my bills. I'd have to move all the way back or find a roommate. That's something I didn't want to do. And hearing horror stories about, like, roommates that went bad, oh, you know, I definitely didn't want to go there in that territory. So I definitely wanted to be left alone. But you know, I don't want anyone, including you, Jenna, to fear this type of situation. Is because you do have control. You know, you can have the power to change where you live, especially if you live in college. If the situation's not ideal, I'm sure you can change your living situation. They allow you usually. Yeah, even if it's like under certain written contract, I think there's a breakable thing to it. But if not, you know, you have to make the best of the decision and the choices that you made coming through. You have to realize you do have some control. You have some sense of control over your situation. Okay? So no matter what unknowns happen, that's life, and we have to realize that is what's gonna pull us through and make us overall stronger, is because you're being tested, okay? You're being called right now. There's a reason you're moving on your own right now. It's because you're being called. You're being called to change. You're being called to change your life in certain specific ways, and it can be scary. It can be frightening. It can seem like it's negative, but it's actually very good for you, and it's going to be the best decision looking back. Just think of your future self. You're going to look back and say to yourself, wow, this was absolutely the best thing I could have possibly done for myself, and I don't regret it. And you know, no one wants to be bored with their life. No one wants to live a boring life. No one wants to be too comfortable, too isolated, too scared all the time, you know. That's definitely not what life is about. Life is about exploring, testing your boundaries, you know, pushing those boundaries. You know, why do we always have to have boundaries? Like, why can't we push and stretch our boundaries? We all have limits at certain times, but why can't we ever grow those either, or stretch them out, you know? Why do we always have to have these strict borders, right? And we can expand that way, and we can live fearlessly that way. Even if something happens to us, we realize that, you know, we still have that strength within that can help us get through any situation. So, to be real with you, this is not a scary thing. You know, this is not a thing you should, anyone should fear, really, for the this because it's exciting. It's a good opportunity. You're still going to be safe behind closed doors. You know, just see yourself there already. See yourself in that new place. That's what I did. That helped me alleviate my fears. Just kept visualizing myself in that apartment, living there, and buying new furniture and pillows and blankets and stuff like that. Putting Febreze on the curtains, you know, like just really seeing myself there with everything I wanted, the pet I have, the future pet, you know. Maybe get a pet if it makes you feel comfortable. Get a schedule, though, get a routine. Maybe you're going to cook certain days or times of the week. You're going to study certain days and times. A schedule will help alleviate any fear. And also, you're going to feel the anxiety the first week. Everyone does. The first week is always the hardest. For college, for your own apartment, for anything of the sort. You're going to feel it. And guess what? You just have to pull through. What helped me is putting lavender oil, essential oil, on my feet before bed at night. That helped. It's like pull away my anxiety. It relaxed me enough, you know. Even I used to use these like little pens. Maybe I don't recommend it, but to help calm me and relax me, like these ihukas and stuff. I don't know. I was just doing whatever to help me get through, you know. Putting my favorite cologne on. Just little things that will make me feel happy. Calling up a friend, even if they're long distance, and letting them know how I feel right now. You know, even a family member. That is very, very good. And when you eat good foods, when you eat healthy and nutritious, you can think better and you can see things better. Go out in nature, the beach, the forest, go for a walk. That will definitely help with some of how you're feeling. Okay? That will definitely help you out. For sure. Okay, sister. Yeah. Honestly, like, videos like ASMR has helped me, you know. But what I have to say is that life always brings unknowns, and instead of us focusing solely on the unknown of what could occur, the billion potential outcomes, which is like a lottery, a gamble. We don't know what can happen hour to hour, not to mention day to day. Focus on just the overall result. Focus on the overall feeling you're going to have, how satisfied you're going to be when you do this, and the growth that you're going to accomplish. So it's all about choosing what you're going to focus your mind on. Okay, we have a million thoughts a day, so, you know, don't let those thoughts dictate and take control of your life either. Remember, you're going to look back and say, oh, it was just something so simple and small that you won't even remember every detail anyway years from now. It's just kind of going to be something that you just went through and you enjoyed it, if you chose to enjoy the experience. So I hope this helped anyone on moving out and advice on the unknown. Thank you for listening. And yeah, if anyone would like to book their own custom ASMR, you can definitely do that. And Jenna, you can use that 20% off code Tony2 for future bookings for life. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is just basically the format how I do these ASMR custom videos. I usually do just simple videos like this, sit down and just talk or make sounds sometimes. And yeah, I keep the advanced stuff for my ASMR channel. Right now I've been having some issues with my green screen. I was trying to do a green screen video for a fan, but like I have to do something else now because for some reason my editor's being wacky and yeah, rendering the videos weird. So I have to maybe figure that out eventually, but I hope this helped you. I don't know if I gave the best advice today, but at least I tried to give as much as I could based on my experience, and you know, maybe that can be helpful to Jenna and someone else watching. So I know this is a different kind of format. I'm kind of like making this video for someone but posting in public, so I hope I did a good job. I'm still making it and keeping it personal to the person. Just trying something new here. I love you all so much, and I will see you, yes you, in the next video.